New pastor took over and told our friends on staff of 8 years, God told me to fire you. Ladies and gentlemen, listen, if you're just listening on Spotify, hold on, listen to this. Listen. You hear that? That's the birds chirping. That's the Lord singing to you in the morning right there. I am in Greeno, Montana, which is literally in the middle of nowhere. I've been doing some fly fishing, some cattle driving, wearing this cowboy hat that doesn't fit me appropriately, cosplaying a true countryman. Been on vacation, unbelievable, but true to our word, the Net Positive Podcast will never have a best of episode, will never have a replay episode. Same is true this week. There's a lot going on that I've missed out on. I've heard we have a lot of Taylor Swift updates. The first female umpire in Major League Baseball. Christian's obviously doing some wild things that we will get to. I haven't checked any DMs, but it's packed full of information, I'm sure. Alex is out of town as well, I believe. And this episode of the pod, our favorite, it's a part 2 from last week where one of our buddies, Brian Bates, came on the podcast and we discussed like church situations, any kind of church situation that you need advice on. You know, I feel like we've done a dating advice, we've done a parenting advice. This one was one of my favorite episodes, man. We were dying laughing and we were about 45 minutes in and I go, dude, let's just cut this into 2 episodes because it's so fun. And I know how you guys' attention spans are. John, if it's over like 2 hours, it's too much for us. We're too busy. I'm just kidding. You guys don't talk like that. But this is the second part of the episode with Brian Bates. Enjoy it. Love it. Dude, I'm out here. Look at that. Is that a car? We're so far out in the middle of nowhere. But it's very, how do I say it? People are doing well out here. Let's just say that. We were in line the other day, and the kid in front of us said his name was Galileo. No irony at all. He's like, my name is Galileo. I was like, all right, yeah, no, that's fine. I'll call you Galileo. I'm wearing a coonskin cap right now, so I guess we're all just making things up. But enjoy this episode. As soon as I get back, actually, by the way, we're going to Labor Day weekend. We're going to Las Vegas. And I can't remember all the tour dates, but they're listed in the comments. So check them out. Check out this episode, and we will see y'all next week. Oh, I got by the way, the biggest, I'll just leave you guys as a cliffhanger. Someone that we've talked about on the podcast, celebrity that we've talked about, the celebrity we've talked about the most, not the most. One of the top 5 celebrities that we've talked about the most on this podcast is coming on the podcast next week. We're filming it as soon as I get back. Guess who it is? You're never going to guess. It's not Katy Perry. But I have tried, and one day we will get Katy Perry on the podcast. See y'all next week. Enjoy the episode with Brian. This week's episode of the podcast brought to you by proudly HelloFresh. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm on vacation, but rest assured, most people when they get back from vacation, we got to go to the grocery store, we got to do the laundry, what do the kids need for, not me, bro. I got a box of HelloFresh sitting on the porch when I'm home. What? That doesn't make any sense. HelloFresh, ladies and gentlemen. Let me read you this copy off another cell phone from the middle of the woods. That's how dedicated I am to this podcast. With HelloFresh, get farm fresh, pre-portioned ingredients and seasonal recipes delivered right to your doorstep. I bet I'm in the middle of nowhere in Montana, but they don't deliver out here. Actually, no, they probably do. Yeah, because Amazon delivers here, because Amazon's everywhere. Skip trips to the grocery store and count on HelloFresh to make home cooking easy, fun, and affordable. That's why it's America's #1 meal kit. Tired. I'm trying to figure out what's for dinner after a long night. What? After dinner, night after night. Sorry, I read that wrong. Especially on those busy weekdays. Get dinner done easy way. Thanks to HelloFresh. Listen, school's back in session, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know what you got to do. Get the kids #2 pencils. Get them some Kleenex. Mom, my geography textbook doesn't have a book cover. Worry about that, the important stuff, not dinner. Get up to 10 free meals and free high-protein item for life. What? At HelloFresh.com/netpositive10FM. One item per box with active subscription. Free meals applied as discounts on first box. New subscribers only. Varies by plan. That's up to 10 free HelloFresh meals. Go to, hold on, let me give you this link so I don't mess it up. HelloFresh.com/netpositive10FM. HelloFresh, America's #1 meal kit. Oh, all right, here we go. You want to do another one?
Yeah.
Oh, no. X just got hired as the youth pastor.
Oh, man. I feel like this is a pretty common thing.
Is it?
I think so.
Hold on. The X. So they dated. They broke up at the church.
Yeah.
He just got hired. The youth pastor's the guy, probably. This is the woman.
I would assume so.
Yeah.
I would assume so.
Well, because men, just leadership-wise, probably just know a little bit more about that's true. Well, that's yours.
That's us. I would say youth
X
minister.
just got hired as youth pastor. Help. All right. What say you?
I would say, what's the problem?
Well, she's all right. So
is she still a youth member?
Oh no, I would know.
Hey.
No,
not.
Because
I would have guessed that she's a member of the church.
Yeah. So her issue is they'll be going to the same church.
Yeah, and she probably sounds like she got dumped.
I don't
Although,
think
if you broke up with them, you're happy for them. If you dumped somebody, you'd hey, I got a promotion, I got a new boyfriend. You go, great. This is that's not what happened.
Relief.
Here. Yes, you're like, I found a new, but you're like, great.
I guess if it would be, to me, it would be worse if my ex has now started attending my church. Because then.
Oh, at another place, then came.
Yeah, but also because he's just a member there. So you guys are going to be in the same service together, the same classes potentially. If he's a youth pastor, he's got his own things going on.
Yeah, he's not even in the service.
He's got a job.
Yeah, this person's just jealous. He's not even a part of Sunday morning.
Yeah.
He's over at you can come on Sunday morning, go to the Bible study. The youth pastor is not going to another Bible study. And you're never seeing this guy.
Yeah.
Except the one Sunday in the summer where he preaches and it's terrible and you don't have to go.
Yeah. And most people skip that one anyway.
Yeah. Who's coming next? Oh, the youth pastor's preaching.
The
pastor's on vacation. He's going to Myrtle Beach for the week. Oh, yeah. The youth pastor's preaching. I would say, in this situation, I would say you infiltrate the youth group, one of the kids. Here's what you do to get back at them. Have one of the kids in the youth group ask a question that's very specific. Oh. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So she goes, hey, if you're ever, for a second date, would you advise taking a girl to Subway? And he's like, never. And you go, huh. Hey, when you want to meet if you were ever going to introduce your girlfriend to your boyfriend's family, would you do it at a barbecue and not tell him what the dress code is? And he goes, where are you getting these questions?
Yeah, these are very pointed questions.
Why is your sink full of dishes at home?
Yes, yeah. You're right. Wait, me? Yeah. He's like, Pastor.
How'd you know that?
Pastor, youth pastor, the classic question. How far is too far? Oh, huh. Interesting. Well, what about on a third date? I would just, and then he's going, what? You got to play checkers, not chess, or chess, not checkers.
Yeah. Do you think there's a chance? Chess.
Yeah.
Do you think there's a chance she's married and has a kid in the youth group?
No shot. Not this early, because unless that's 15 years ago, the ex.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah,
He's youth pastor, he's probably young.
This lady's stripping.
Yeah, move on.
Yeah.
I don't know how you're going to befriend one of the youth kids to try to infiltrate. That's going to be a tough sell. Yeah. Maybe she's cool. Maybe she's young enough to be cool with the youth kids.
But she's got a friend who's got a kid in there. Maybe.
Yeah, she can't take a volunteer position in the youth group though. That's too much.
Yeah, so it's a win-win.
Yeah, you got to infiltrate. You can. Yeah, don't do the easy way out. Complain about it. That's not. Every time somebody, I don't. Let's say a comic. Oh, by the way, I was at Zany's 2 nights ago. I'm just now hearing this for the first time. Rocky, Rocky?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're talking about all the other comics and Nate and Leanne and Theo and everybody. And he said, comics talk bad about me.
About you?
Yeah. He's like, they talk about you. I go, whoa, what? He's like, oh yeah, the comics. I go, oh, wait. And then I just moved past it, but I go, noted.
Wait, who?
He said other comics.
Nashville comics?
Yeah.
How would he know? He didn't even live here.
No, not the big comics.
Imagine he's like the main perpetrator. Like, what?
Yeah. He's like, no, dude, this is not. Where did you hear? What rumors?
Rocky's like the youth pastor scenario. Like,
Me?
Yeah.
what? Where do you?
But
where
what
you get these
I was
questions?
saying is, if something doesn't go my way, or like the first inclination is to talk and and not me, dude. I play a different. I play a different
Moving
game.
in silence.
Yeah, I move it. I go noted.
Now, in her defense, you ask people to submit their issues.
Who? This girl?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like now you're like, stop complaining.
No.
Get out
I
there.
just said, yeah.
That is tend to how
She
these
can't
go.
do her first tendency is talk bad about him, go to the pastor, say you shouldn't hire this guy, and that's not the move. I'm saying move in silence. You got to play chess, not checkers with this guy. That's what I do. Yeah. New pastor took over and told our friends on staff of 8 years, God told me to fire you.
Oh, that's so funny.
New pastor took over and told our friends on staff of 8 years, quote, God told me to fire you.
That's wonderful.
Hey, listen, I didn't want to. I didn't want to do it.
I have,
God told me.
and I know you experience this too. We know a lot of Christian comics.
Oh, yeah.
Christian comics.
Oh,
and
yeah.
they'll say, God put it on my heart to open for you on this show.
Yeah, hey, why didn't God put it on your heart to write a joke?
Yeah. Yeah.
God put it on my heart. You can't argue with that.
Yeah.
Hey, God told me to fire you. That's stellar, dude. I wish I was a pastor strictly for this reason. I'll be saying, hey, hey,
Use it for everything.
God told me.
God told me Moneyline Titans.
Yeah, I gotta have faith.
Hey.
Moneyline Titans.
I must listen to the Lord.
Listen,
That's crazy.
what are you gonna say? Hey, you're not gonna be honest. You're gonna say God told me. That's a win-win for everybody.
Yeah.
It's like when you break. It's like you break up and say it's me, not you. You don't want to tell her what it is.
Yeah.
Nobody wants that. You ever had a girl ask you that?
No.
When you break up, what was it? Why? And I'm like, we don't.
No.
It's
There was a Seinfeld episode.
Yeah, we don't need to have this. You're fired. God told me.
I used that excuse. I remember one time in a job.
God?
Yeah, I applied for a job.
Yeah.
I got down to the final, like they were going to offer me the job, and then
Yeah.
I realized I didn't want this job.
Yeah.
And
You just wanted to have it.
I guess
Yeah,
so.
yeah.
But then when
You
push
didn't
came to
want it. You
shove,
didn't
I didn't
do
really
it.
actually want it.
No.
And I knew the guy I'd seen in his office. He had like Bible scriptures,
Oh,
and,
yeah,
and
yeah.
I knew enough about him that he was
Nice.
super. And
This is chess, not checkers.
and he asked me, it's terrible, is what it is. He asked me like, "Why are you turning it down?" And I was like, "I just prayed about it, and God told me that that's not the right move for me at this time." And he fully accepted.
You
it.
have to. Listen, if you're going to live by the sword, die by the sword.
Yeah.
If you're going to say that God told me, then we get to use the God told me to leave this church.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm sure people have used that on me, but
Yeah. That's the ultimate trump card.
yeah,
I
doesn't mean it's right.
Yeah.
I shouldn't have done that.
No, he shouldn't have done it. But if you're going to play by that game, then we can all play by that
Yeah,
game.
yeah.
Hey, God told me to not tithe here anymore.
Yeah,
God told me to take my talents to South Beach.
Yeah.
I'm
God
out of
told
here.
me to post the bikini pics.
Yeah, God told me. If we're going to do
Hey.
that,
Yeah.
we should start a podcast called God Told Me. We want to leave the church, but my dad is the pastor. Stay to keep the peace or leave to follow God's will. Same thing. Yeah. It's like God told me.
no.
Wait, so God's will. Yeah. So you this person is very sure of God's will, which is to leave.
Is that Andrew Stanley?
Nice, dude. Stay to keep the peace or leave to follow God's will. That's
So they're saying that God told him to leave.
yes, dude. Yeah.
I guess I got to leave then.
Hey, dude, who should I listen to? My dad or the Lord? God told me that you are not right.
Stay to keep the peace.
We want to leave the church, but my dad is the pastor. Stay to keep the peace or leave to follow God's will. I'll say this. If I let me think. If I was a pastor, and I'd be seeing somebody at my church a lot of times over the course of years, and then you don't see them anymore. All right, people are allowed to come and go as they please.
Right.
And you see them at the grocery store. Oh no, it's like that with the barber. When you ever switched barber?
Break up with your barber.
He goes, oh, what's going on here? Oh, I see you been getting some haircuts. Where you been going? Yeah, so you got to say, I mean, if you stop going or if you start going to another church, they I would imagine that they would take that personal.
Well, that's a totally different situation, though. If it's their dad, like they're going to notice you're probably.
Oh yeah,
gone.
obviously, good point. Yeah. Hey, dad.
I don't know.
I just don't understand why they couldn't work that out as a family. Like they probably want
work
to
it out with God, Brian.
Yeah, they probably want to carve their own path, do their own thing,
Yeah.
not be in their dad's shadow.
God's plan.
Yeah.
Good luck with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Most of these are just that they can be solved by having like 1 30-second conversation. Really, all
Ask
these.
ChatGPT.
But I do feel like pastors, don't you think? I've already used the analogy of football coach, but also you said politician.
Yeah.
The family dynamics, it all matters. So
Yeah,
if,
my brother got grounded for going to Grace Chapel youth group.
should have,
Yeah.
but
And he went to a different youth group than our church growing up, and he got grounded.
But if there's any, if there's any dissension in the church or any just rumbling, whatever, and then all of a sudden the pastor's own kids leave.
Oh, yeah.
People use that against him.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
His
forgot about
kids
that.
don't even want to go here.
Yeah, and you ever had a kid,
Tough.
a pastor have a kid in rehab? You're like, oh, well, hey, you know what he's not preaching on? Parenting. He's not, right?
Yeah.
He's
Yeah,
not
yeah,
preaching
yeah,
on,
yeah,
you got
yeah.
a pastor that's 300 pounds, he's not preaching on gluttony.
Yeah.
He's just not preaching on it.
Yeah.
You have a pastor that can't pay his bills. He's not preaching on money. Well, he probably still is because he needs to pay his bills. But you don't. Yeah, they're like, well, I'm not preaching on that one
Yeah.
because especially if it's a small town, you don't know what if the kid scoreboard. We know what your kids are up to.
Yeah.
So don't try to tell us about parenting.
Yeah.
I don't know about kids leaving the church, but I know the kids are bad, and then there's just no sermons on parenting
Yeah.
because the kid's in rehab. He's like, well. Man, that is hilarious. Here we go. I can't sit still long enough for a church service because I got ADHD. IDK, what the solution is to that.
This message right here. Read that again. Read that one more time.
I can't sit still long enough for a church service. Parentheses, ADHD. IDK, what the solution is to that.
I don't want to.
Yeah, I don't want to.
I don't want to knock ADHD.
Well,
but
it's a fake disease,
Okay, well,
so
you said
I'll
it.
say it. Yeah, it's no one. Yeah, it's not.
just sit down.
Yeah, sit down. Shut up. What you mean? You can't sit still for 30 minutes?
It's also like if that really is, let's say that it's a real disease because I don't know enough.
Well,
Maybe
it's
it
not.
is.
But yeah,
You go to the
Condition.
doctor.
It's not a
you can,
disease.
There's enough things in the world to get that figured out.
Yeah.
Whether it's therapist,
Hey.
psychological doctor, medications, whatever.
pastor, you don't like the pastor.
Yeah, if you can't
Just
sit
say
down, we
that.
got much bigger problems here. Because if you
Yeah.
can't sit down for an hour and a half at church, bro.
No, it's not an hour and a half, dude. Because you're ADHD, you love the music. People with
sounds like a
I'm really
great
just talking
excuse.
the sermon.
Mom,
Yeah, she's
I
talking about
can't-
the sermon.
I can't go to church. I have ADHD. IDK. What to do?
yeah, I can't. Also, I can't get good grades.
Yeah.
I also can't do my chores. Anything they don't want to do, they got
Yeah.
ADHD for. Yeah, but
Dude.
I can scroll my phone for 7 hours straight. Yeah.
I was about to say,
You know, I got ADHD. Dude.
we all want to look at our phones
Yeah.
in church, but it feels wrong. But
Yeah.
now that we take our daughter to like nursery and whatever, we're on a text check. Like if there's any issues that
Yeah.
we need to come forward, they're going to text us.
Yeah.
And it's wonderful because now I
yeah.
have an excuse to look at my phone. So I'll be sitting in church and you
Yeah.
know, my wife's there and I'll get a text and I'll pull it out because I'm like, honey, it could
We
be.
gotta. It might be.
Yeah.
The baby.
It's really
You're
about
like-
fantasy football. But
Yeah, yeah, it's really about the
doesn't know
Titans
that.
money line. It's about the Titans money line.
Yeah.
I gotta. Yeah, I set my DraftKings lineup in church one time. I didn't feel great about it.
That's
Pick six, dude. I had to get in before the noon games. It's 11 o'clock
you
service.
gotta do that. You gotta do that
Oh,
Saturday
man,
night, bro.
I've done fantasy football lineup, but to me, DraftKings is worse. That's
Why is
straight
that
up, that's straight
worse?
up gambling.
No, it's pick. Well, kind of. Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Kinda?
Not if you win.
Oh,
But I gotta set my lineup. It's losing money. If I don't set the lineup, it loses.
What? Because you've already put the money in?
yeah. Church is always over by noon, right?
Yeah, but I'm not going to go straight to the bathroom to set up my...
I'm saying, like, what if you were watching, like, the NFL game because you got a bunch of money on it or something?
Should I leave?
Get up 5 minutes earlier in the morning and do it before you leave.
What
the
about
house.
should I leave and if I say I got to go to the bathroom, go into the bathroom and set it?
Who are we to give anyone advice on church?
Watching Red Zone, the stall.
We're trying to set our gambling line up.
Yeah, they're like, this should be null. Every advice we've had.
Yes, we're worse than anyone
by far
that has commented.
By far, way worse. Hey, you don't have ADHD. ADHD. Hey, let me tell you. Where's the camera? Right here? You don't have it. Okay. All right. That solves it. Also undiagnosed, which is everybody.
Yeah, we gotta have paperwork at least.
Yeah, we need to see it. We need to see.
If it was that big a problem,
you pull out your phone, pull out your paperwork.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know how like if you're like Mexican, you got to have your like paperwork on you now. No, you got to. All right, hold on.
You're on your own on this one, buddy.
No, keep the camera on me. Keep the camera on me.
Yes, please.
No, if you're Latino,
I don't even want to be here.
you're like, I'm gonna go ahead and bring my. They're not Latino, but if you come up to this country, if you are legal, I mean, I get dark, I get tan in the summer. I carry my passport now just in case.
Didn't know we were working bits on this podcast, but okay.
No, we're not. I would say, hey, if you're being ADHD to get in and out of everything, I need to see some paperwork.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
All right, see the paperwork. Yeah. What, you're on 10 milligrams? No. That you can sit through a sermon. Anything you don't like to do, I'm going to see paperwork. Pull out your phone. What do they give you? A card? If you got ADHD,
they give you a fidget spinner.
Yeah, I think you get. It depends on how bad it is. You either get Adderall or a fidget spinner, one of the two.
Pull out your fidget spinner. Then
You're cured.
I can't sit through a sermon. Pull out your fidget spinner. You'll be fine.
Fidget spinner, dude.
I don't know. Color. What do they like to do? Take
Color?
out the church bulletin and bring some crayons.
Yeah.
Pastor's wife. Oh no, it always starts with the pastor's wife.
Here we go.
Pastor's wife advised my dad to stay and work at Walmart rather than move with a family for a job offer. Okay, all right. So the dad got a good job in another city.
We don't know, though.
Move with a family for a job offer, yeah. And she said, you should just stay in this town and work at Walmart.
I bet. Yeah, sounds like Jill Biden. Get her out of here. I'm just saying, this is crazy. This is the craziest one.
Yeah, because you want to stay, and you want to stay because you want him to stay at the church.
Oh, okay. I was supposed to say, what's her motive? But that's it.
Stay at the church, I'm
Not to
guessing.
lose.
Yeah, what's the pastor say?
Also, that is all right. The family. Listen.
Come on, man.
I'm guessing they're doing this for attendance numbers, not tithe numbers, because Walmart.
If you're making $20 an hour, you got a couple.
Yeah, we don't know what his
$couple
role
dollars
is
to spare
there.
Yeah, we don't know what his role is.
That's a tough one because I feel like I need more information.
Yeah, work at Walmart, corporate,
Yeah.
or you're the guy checking the receipts on the way out. Hold on, yeah,
It's a big difference.
it's a big difference. Stay at work at Walmart. Does he live in Bentonville, Arkansas?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, then we need to talk.
And I want to know what this job is that he's going to.
Yeah, I always say like my
Sam's Club?
Yeah, can he work his way up?
Yeah.
Everybody in your agents, managers, real estate agents, the guy that sold me my car.
Yeah.
Their job is to lie to you.
Yes.
That's what they have their own. That's their job. As soon as I got to the place in my life where I stopped trying to trust these people, that everybody has their own agenda. Yeah, the guy that's selling me the Range Rover should be like, this is the most reliable car. It's going to break down in 2 weeks. But he should not. He should say that. Mm-hmm. The guy that's doing my teeth, you know what he says? Oh, dude, we got to get you in here. Yeah. It's
teeth are falling out right now.
Dude. Have you heard? He goes, dude, what do you do? What do you brush with? Colgate? Oh, we got to get you in here. Mm-hmm. My doctor wants to see me once every month. Mm-hmm. We got to do the blood work just to check if they're lying. They're not lying, but they have their own.
It's business.
Their own agenda. Yeah. They're selling something.
Yeah. So the pastor's wife said, "Hey, you should stay here and work at Walmart."
This would be a great time for a sponsor right now.
Oh yeah, Walmart. Oh yeah, what do we have Walmart as a sponsor?
No, just you pitching something. You're like, everyone's just trying to sell you something.
Oh yeah, everyone's speaking of.
This episode brought to you by.
Yeah, that's fine. There's the pastor's wife, in her defense, should say that.
Yeah.
And then you have to decide God's will. Hey, God told us. God told us, we gone.
Yeah.
Haven't been to church in a long time. How do we make the comeback?
Show up.
What do you think? Same church or new one? The church or a church?
Let's say it's the same church for the scenario.
Yeah. That's a better story.
Because if it's a new church, what's the problem?
Yeah, you just walk in.
You're here.
Who is this guy y'all preaching about? Hold on, let me write. How do you spell it? Jesus? All right. So same church. Let's say you've been gone for 5 years.
And then you walk in the sermons on the prodigal son.
The walk of shame. The church walk of shame, dude. That's hilarious. That's a funny idea. You're like, I'm out of this church. You probably made a huge thing about it.
Yeah.
I can't believe this church. They don't do, the preacher's not preaching out of the Bible. They don't take care of my kids. The pastor's wife, this and that. You gone.
Yeah.
You go. You drive past it. You're on the way to Cracker Barrel.
Yeah.
And you're like, you know what? I bet she got to swallow her pride and go back in there. And she realized all of her best friends were at that church.
Are these? Do you know their names, or you just call them all she's? Because everyone's been a she.
They have?
Yeah.
I mean, statistically speaking,
Women cause the most problems.
no, statistically. Well,
Actually, I
cannot
thought
confirm
the podcast Instagram it's more men.
Oh, really?
Really?
Yeah, on the podcast Instagram, it's like 60-40 men.
YouTube, I think, is more women.
Yeah, YouTube is more women. Yeah. For the pod or mine personally?
The pod, I don't know about yours.
Here's what you do. You got to spin it about yourself. I was going through some struggles, whatever.
Ooh, I like that.
And but God told me to come back to this
God
church.
told me to come back. I didn't want to.
Yeah.
I didn't want to.
Yeah.
God told me to double the ticket price, and I just
Again, it's like that Seinfeld episode, which is a true story about
Yeah.
Larry David.
Yeah.
He quit his job,
Yeah.
got mad, left, and then realized he didn't have anything better and just went back and pretended like it never happened.
that's what I do. Show up,
Yeah.
be like, where you been?
I'm back. Yeah.
Working. You
That's
know?
why you never you move to a new business manager. I don't think in my entire life, I could be wrong, but professionally have ever burned a bridge. Because they're my A.
Sure.
Never know.
The guys go, I'm not booking you ever again. I go, thanks for, because I don't want to, because then you got to swallow that when you come back.
I don't think I burned a bridge per se, but I just passed on a gig because my pride got in the way.
Yeah.
My ego got in the way because it was a bad offer, I
Yeah.
thought, and I passed on it. And now I thought I could find something better in that city.
This
and
is
I can't.
you, yeah,
So
yeah.
now I'm wanting my agent to go back to him and say, that date just didn't work for him.
Oh, dang it. I
Yeah.
passed on a podcast that I never heard of. And then I looked and it was like top 5.
Wow.
On the charts, the top 5. And I can't be like, hey, can you go back to them and say that I'm open? Now I didn't say screw you guys, but I go, well, we'll just pass on that one. And then yeah.
Yeah, you just
I
didn't
can't
take the time
follow
to-
up.
You didn't take the time to look up to see what they were.
She might have to go to a new church. Or yeah, you got to make up a story. I went to a new church. They kicked me out.
Yeah.
Said I was too compassionate.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You were still in love with your old church.
Yeah.
Posted a bikini pic on it.
Yeah.
And, kicked me
I'm
out.
back, dude. Yeah, you just make the comeback and say, hey, my bad.
It's on me.
I got asked to step down for my serving position because of my social media. Fair or not?
We got to see the social media, man. Got to give us the context here.
I'd say that's fair.
Yes. I hold on. What was she doing? What was she
That's what
doing?
I'm saying. It doesn't say.
I got asked to step down from my serving position. Okay, you're not on staff, you're serving.
It's had to be pretty
This
bad.
is a volunteer.
Okay, that's fair.
No, I think in your defense, if they're asking you to stop being a volunteer,
Yeah.
you must be doing something wild.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Yeah. You're not getting kicked off for bikini pics. You're
Oh,
saying some wild stuff.
yeah, you just say some wild stuff, and everybody in the church, the pastor doesn't follow you, but he's heard. Somebody goes, she's doing what? Hold on. Hold on.
What'd you say on Twitter in
She said,
2013?
no, dude. No, it's got to be recent.
We never know.
Oh, this is a church version of like celebrities that go on SNL. Being their old tweets got brought up.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And
Yeah.
you were cool until you wanted to volunteer.
Yeah.
We'll go check.
To me, it's a win-win because you're like, guys, I tried.
Yeah.
And they asked me to stop volunteering.
And also, then you can rag on the church.
Yeah.
On your social media.
Yeah.
You get to people like this. They're looking for stories. They're looking for slights. And I'm guessing she was being. Might be a guy.
Yeah, you're always just assuming it's a woman.
I'm guessing he was being outspoken about something.
Probably.
WNBA or something like that. Yeah.
But then that church is gonna like desperately need a volunteer, and they're like, "Hey, it's okay, buddy. We just
Come
need
back.
somebody
We
to
don't care. Yeah.
Direct parking.
Yeah, Israel or Gaza, pal. Get back in here.
Yeah,
we need
yeah,
somebody
yeah.
for the parking team.
We'll work it out after
Or
service.
it's Israel Gaza. Are they? Who is it? Is Palestine Gaza?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's Israel versus Gaza.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't want to mess that up. No. Yeah, shout out to all the.
Shout out to who?
Go ahead, finish that.
No,
Which side, bro? The red team or the blue team?
the home team. Youth pastor trying to take over as pastor behind the current pastor, my dad's back.
Ooh.
Now we're talking, brother.
Have you ever experienced that?
Try to be the pastor?
Like your dad had somebody try to force him out?
I bet there was some of that going on.
Yeah.
There was some of the, other. Sometimes you see another pastor. I don't
Okay.
know. You go ahead.
To me, it's like the backup quarterback
Yeah.
in the NFL. Everyone's a fan of the backup
Yeah.
because they hate their starting. I mean, I know obviously there's
Yeah,
some great
yeah,
quarterbacks.
yeah, yeah.
Most teams like, oh, this quarterback's terrible.
Yeah.
Put in
the
so and
backup.
so.
Yeah.
Because he never plays, so you don't know how bad he is.
Yeah. No. Yeah. It's a perfect example.
So the
Great
youth
example.
pastor,
Yeah. We want the youth pastor.
yeah, I mean,
Sure.
he's cool, charismatic, or whatever. Seems fun.
Yeah.
If he does preach once, I know we just got through saying it's probably not going to be good, but he brings his A-game sermon. They're
Yeah.
like, oh man, Jackson
Yeah.
has got it going on.
Somebody told me, you do an hour. The opener does 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And they're like, we love the opener.
Yeah, yeah,
I go, okay, switch it.
Yeah,
Let him do an hour
yeah,
and me do 10.
yeah,
I'll bury this guy.
yeah.
Every time, like, you know what I'm saying? They're like, hey, the youth pastor comes in, does one sermon. You're like, that's his A-list sermon.
Yeah, yeah,
Let's
yeah.
see him 52 weeks a year. It probably falls apart.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
the same with a quarterback. You're like, put in the backup.
Yeah.
And also, I'm not a pastor. I know it seems like I am, but I wonder if we need to hear from the pastors directly on this. If you're out of town, you kind of want it to go bad.
Yeah, oh, totally.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, they were like, "Oh, pastor, we couldn't wait to have you back."
Oh,
You don't
story
want it
of
to
my
be
life.
like, "Dude, you were gone." It was
Dude.
the associate pastor is killing it.
Yes,
You do not.
No, dude.
'Cause that
my whole
past-
life is that
What do you mean?
podcast. If I'm not up there for our podcast,
Yeah.
I want it to not go.
Yes, dude.
Stand-up shows. I mean, as I've
Yeah.
said to you before, especially if I don't do well on a show, I don't want anyone to do well on the show.
No, dude. What you mean? Yeah. You're like, oh, yeah. If you go, and also that associate pastor, he's gonna start getting confidence.
Yeah.
And then he's going to start to be late for staff meetings, taking a lot of coffees because he knows he got some clout around this church.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he's going to go start his own.
Yeah. So what advice should we give?
It's what's the situation? Youth pastor trying to
kill him
take
off?
over as pastor behind the current pastor's my dad's back. Go for it. I said go for it.
Go for it to this person?
Trying
Like,
to take
that doesn't
over
make
as
sense.
pastor. Yeah, go. Yeah.
May the best man win.
Yeah, I say the pastor shouldn't try to stop this. He goes, all
Okay.
right. Yeah. You want to preach? How about let's give you all summer? Chess, not checkers. Again, well, listen, we're dealing with the church, but we're also dealing with humans.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus was 100% God, also 100% man. They're questionable theology, dude. Very questionable. This week's episode also brought to you by our good friends over at the Glorify app, ladies and gentlemen. Imagine creating a daily habit of peace and purpose in just a few minutes each day. Glorify makes that easy with 21-day challenge. Start small and watch your faith grow. With Glorify app, you can start your morning like me out here in the wilderness by reading a Bible passage of the day. diving into Glorify's daily devotional and wrapping it up with an immersive experience called Daily Walk with God. Unbelievable. I've loved being on this app. And listen to this. If you need to take a few minutes to yourself in the middle of the busy day to try, I don't need to. Not this week, because I'm walking with the Lord out here. This is, but when you get in the city, social media, you need a little break. Try one of Glorify's guided meditations, or listen to their curated worship playlist for some quiet reflection. Unbelievable. Ladies and gentlemen, visit glorify-app.com/netpositive right now to download the Glorify app for free. That's actually unbelievable. That's glorify-app.com/netpositive to download the Glorify app for 100% free. Glorify app or glorify-app.com/netpositive. And ladies and gentlemen, you know that this week's episode is brought to you by our good folks at AG1. I'm sitting out here in the middle of nowhere in Montana on these people. Do you want some acai elderberry smoothie? No, dude. Listen, I'm going to tell you that. I'm going to come in for dinner and get some elk bison. But in the mornings, I'm good because I'm AG1'd up. I don't know what y'all got in all these smoothies that y'all are trying to give me for breakfast. I don't need them. I got the original AG1, the subtly sweet flavor of AG1. Original taste like pineapple and vanilla, but they also got a bunch of new flavors. Now listen to this: tropical, citrus, berry. AG1, ladies and gentlemen, the drinkable multivitamin with gut health support. One scoop contains your multivitamin, pre and probiotics, superfoods, antioxidants, and delicioso, that's Spanish for delicious, healthy, drinkable habit. Don't just take our word for it. We did 4X clinical studies on AG1 Next Gen, and we can proudly say, listen to this, AG1 Next Gen is backed by 4 clinical trials, clinically shown to fill common nutrient gaps and support gut health. And listen, I'm going to just be honest. I'm about to go out on the road for 11 weeks in a row. I'm going to have some gaps. I'm going to have some gaps in my nutrition. I looked up at the health facts for Taco Bell and McDonald's, and it doesn't, it gets most of the food groups, Mountain Dew, technically, corn syrup, so that's a vegetable. We got most of them, but we're going to need to fill in the gaps. That's why I got AG1, your daily health drink. Just got more flavorful. Give the new AG1 flavors a try today. drinkag1.com is where you need to go to. /netpositive. Shoot, I messed that up. drinkag1.com/netpositive. Also get a free welcome kit worth $76 when you subscribe, including 5 AG1 travel packs, a shaker, canister, and a scoop. What? That's unbelievable. drinkag1.com/netpositive to get started today, baby. Let's go.
Yeah, I would love to hear from pastors to say when they have the backup pastor, you hope it goes bad.
I bet that, is it a youth pastor?
That's the one he's trying to come up.
Yeah,
with.
you gotta search his social media. He's got some stuff.
Oh yeah, what am I talking about? Find some. Oh, you want him? Okay, well,
he's setting his DraftKings lineup.
Yeah,
in
for
church.
sure.
Yeah.
Girlfriend and I go to different churches. We are getting serious. Need to pick one.
Yeah, it's kind of my scenario. I think more times than not, you go with the woman. I feel like that traditionally that's been the case.
Wait. Hold on. Really?
You don't?
Just like the family, if you get married, you
tend to go to her family more, and don't you?
Yeah. Doesn't that happen?
Yeah, I think so.
You become more involved in the girl's family.
Yeah, than she does with yours.
Is that true?
Not for me personally, but I understand.
Yeah.
Like if me and Lauren went to different churches, I'd go to hers. Unless I fundamentally disagreed strongly with something, which I would.
Yeah,
be
that's
married in that situation.
If one is like, in our case, I'll throw my wife under the bus. I was
dedicated, a better Christian.
I was going to, a little.
What'd you say before we started?
More regular.
Better, more, just more
just
likely
a better
to go to
person
heaven.
overall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't want to put that on camera, but I got you.
If you're more dedicated to your church than they are, then maybe they go with you.
I think it's got to be, it's got to be, it's less about what's going on at the church and more about how involved you are. This church, when you leave, if I left my church, I'd have to talk to some people. Hey, the pastor is a friend of mine. We're very involved there. If there's another church, and you go, we're not really. It's who has more.
Yeah. What's their pickleball team like?
Yeah, who has more? Yeah, who has more at stake?
Uh-huh.
Then it would go to the. Well, I don't really. I like mine, but I don't really. You got to go to that one.
Did you say that was boyfriend girlfriend?
Sounds like they're getting serious.
Getting serious. Someday they're gonna have kids, so you got.
We're getting serious. Need to pick one. All right. Well, not yet.
Yeah, you got to think about youth group if you're really gonna get serious. And have kids.
You got to think about. Yeah, I would say when do you have to pick engagement?
Yeah, I would say so.
Sooner the better.
Here we go. And I
Yeah,
think
sooner the better.
This is very common, I think, these days. Pastor plagiarizes everything.
Oh.
When reported to elders, filed a police report for harassment. Okay, number one, he's doing it. Number one, he's
Wait,
guilty.
what?
Yeah. Number one, this guy's guilty for sure. Plagiarizes everything, which is very common.
Okay.
They're plagiarizing the popular pastor's sermons. Andy Stanley, Stephen Furtick, Mike Todd. Everybody's taking theirs. Everybody's taking their sermon. These young pastors that like vape on stage. You know, these guys, they're always showing up on your TikTok feed. You're like, why? What's going on here? They're taking all the sermons.
I mean, didn't Paul and Peter these guys are plagiarizing me? They're constantly using my material.
I guess they plagiarizing Paul.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, yeah. Who'd you take it from? Well, you took it from him.
Yeah.
Well, somebody took it from the Bible at some point.
Right.
Yeah. And the Bible, it was passed down orally. So whose sermon is it?
Exactly.
Yeah, in comedy or in music, we got rights to, or we got, hey, this is his. You stole this bit. I think it's very the rules are very loose. But now with social media, everybody's putting their sermons online. Now we got
it's just like comics.
Yeah, now we got to document it.
Yeah.
Everybody was stealing stuff probably back in the 80s and 90s, but nobody knew.
I will hear pastors sometimes say they'll tell a joke in church.
Yeah.
And it drives me crazy because I know it's not theirs.
Street joke.
It's a street joke.
Yeah.
And it's a preacher street joke. Like,
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
different, they've heard from a different.
Oh, preacher street jokes.
But they'll act like it happened to them. Like there was one I remember I heard, and he told it more than once.
It was so good. And he said like his brother, I'm like, there's no shot.
He told it. It was one of those like when you first getting going and before you really get into the sermon. He's like,
it's like a Joel Osteen. Joel Osteen does that.
Yeah. It was like there was a crying baby in the back of the room, and one time, and the woman got up and I said, "Ma'am, your baby's not disturbing me," and she said, "Well, your sermon's disturbing my baby."
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
And then he said 3 weeks ago, this happened. He tells it in first person.
Like it really happened.
No, you didn't.
Yeah.
That drives me insane.
Yeah.
I'd be sitting there, I'm like, this is not. I'm like, I look over at Lydia and she knows what I'm thinking. She goes, I know what you're.
Just reference it. If you're like, I heard this story about.
That's fine.
Yeah. Or on the screen, put Andy Stanley at the bottom.
Yeah. Put his at. At least tag him, dude. At least tag him. Yeah. Why can't you
followers?
What do you say? Why don't you just say, hey, I was listening to an Andy Stanley sermon and he said it this way.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. You got one, Easton?
No.
Oh, a hack church joke?
Oh, no.
Oh, I thought you were looking one up. Yeah. Hey, live by the sword, die by the sword, because now everybody's online. Like if you want to be a comedian and steal jokes, be a cruise ship comic.
Yeah.
They're killing it with all stolen jokes.
Yeah.
All stolen jokes. I went on a cruise and I'm like, it's international waters. There's all stolen, bro, because they don't know. They're
international waters.
Yeah,
comedy
they're
pirate.
Yeah, comedy pirates, dude. They're out there. Cruise ship comics, all stolen.
Wow.
Because there's no really like.
Who's gonna? Yeah. No
who's
loss.
gonna know? They're out of the
Everyone's
game.
intoxicated too.
Yeah.
And they're out of the comedy. They're not. They're on the ships.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, that's a good bit.
I've never
Let
been
me
on a
take
cruise.
that. Let me take that. I have. I did most of your act.
We're getting ready to go on one together.
Are you? Oh yeah. The Nate Vargatze cruise is coming up.
Nate Land, yeah.
We be there. White males only. Okay, I'm just joking. 38 and single, but the singles ministry cuts off at 35.
I thought we already did. Oh, that was a different one?
Well, this one, she's 3 years past.
Oh, I see.
Also, 35. Hey,
Too late.
no. You know what your solution would be?
Divorce?
Fake ID.
Oh,
Get a fake, bro.
Yeah.
Fake ID.
Rewind a few years.
Yeah, you go. Hey, I check. Hey, you're 38.
Problem is, she's probably already thrown a fit and been like, "Oh, I missed. She can't go back now."
She's 3 years past.
You're saying a fake ID so she can still go to singles
She's
ministry.
like, hey, I'm 33. You're like, no, you're not.
She
dude.
missed the boat,
You got
man.
4 cats. Dude.
Yeah,
You're
they
not
know
33.
They probably know her though. Like Barbara, we celebrated your 35th birthday.
Why has this got to be a girl, dude? Yeah.
Fair point. Fair point.
That's a woman, dude.
Yeah, I'd say
I feel
so.
like a guy would just take that and just feel bad about himself.
Yeah, missed the boat.
Yeah,
man.
he would never. A man would never say that.
The ship has left.
38 and single, but the singles ministry cuts off at 35. And listen, let me say this. If you're at a singles ministry and they have to draw a line, it's because of you. If
Yeah, it hasn't been 35 for long.
Yeah, you should. You should know when your time's done. They were like, hey,
They made that rule 3 years
But
ago.
why?
for sure, dude. They made that rule 3 years ago.
Yeah. I was about to say, why do they have to draw a line? Like, what
Because
happens?
other people were
'Cause she was
abusing
probably
it.
in there for 15 years.
Yeah.
And they're like, we can't.
What's wrong with that?
Yeah, because it's like going to a pool and there's like no diving in the shallow end. Somebody did.
Yeah.
You should know that it's 4 feet deep. You're going to do a swan dive, right?
But that person's going to get hurt. What's going to hurt that a 38-year-old goes to singles
bro,
ministry?
It's going to hurt the other.
yeah, it's going to hurt the
34-year-olds.
kids, dude. The kids are out there trying to get after
you think
it,
this is a
bro.
woman?
I don't know, dude. We could say guy or girl.
Yeah.
Hey, you got to be. What you mean? You're gone. You're out.
Yeah.
Sunday school teacher told my 5-year-old it is a sin to have a Christmas tree in our home.
Okay, I can speak a little bit to this.
Hear him out. Let's hear him out. Sunday school teacher.
Well, I was going to. I mean, yeah, I think I can say this because Dusty has said it on our podcast.
Go ahead.
He doesn't believe in Christmas trees in your house.
Okay.
He says there's a Old Testament scripture, I think in Jeremiah,
Yep.
about not having a tree with ornaments on it in your home.
There you go.
Pretty specific. Now, I grew up
With an angel on the top. Yep.
Church of Christ.
Yep.
Traditionally, we don't celebrate Christmas or Easter in our church service because there's nowhere in the Bible that references.
It's like Mennonites, Amish,
That.
same thing. Yeah.
Now,
Celebrate Christmas.
What we did was we celebrated our house as a secular holiday in the
Yeah.
sense that we still did presents, pretty much everything, Santa Claus, all of that. Only thing we didn't do growing up is we didn't go to a midnight service. We didn't do any Christmas
Christmas
service
Eve.
in our church.
Yeah.
Easter, same thing.
Honoring the day. Yeah, he didn't do it.
Easter, we honor his death and resurrection every Sunday.
Yeah, that's a good way to act like
So-
back to better than people.
I mean, we did have a Christmas tree in our house. We just didn't do it as a religious symbol, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I got that. Yeah. So the Sunday school teacher told a 5-year-old it's a sin to have a Christmas tree in the house. He comes home and he's, what?
Why would he tell a 5-year-old? tell their parents.
Yeah, that's wild. Sunday school teacher, what's it on? Christmas trees and how you're going to hell if you have one in your house. He comes, they're on the way home from church. What'd
That's
you learn?
hilarious.
Hey, listen, the Sunday school teacher is a volunteer.
Yeah.
This person, we were at how do I say this without saying it? In a religious gathering,
Yeah.
and someone gave objectively the worst advice I've ever heard. The worst advice I've ever heard. But you're like, everybody's
About life?
somebody shared something.
Mm-hmm.
You ever been to an AA meeting?
No.
Okay, good thing about an AA meeting is there's no crosstalk.
Mm-hmm.
So you say, hey, my name's Doug. I'm an alcoholic.
Mm-hmm.
My wife left me, and this morning I drank,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm thinking about ending my life.
Mm-hmm.
Happy to be here. Thanks, Doug. There's no,
Trying to sway you.
none of it.
Yeah, yeah,
because
yeah.
there are like, we're all,
Yes.
and if you can
We're all
gain
this.
some encouragement from that, I went to an AA meeting last night. You can gain some encouragement from the other person's story. Great.
Uh-huh.
There's no, you should do this, you should do this. If you, and you were like, man, this is somebody coming into the faith and someone else in the faith that they have deemed to be more further down the path than them. I'm like, This is horrible advice. And I just think back to all the times in church and youth pastors and Sunday schools who are like, this is objectively bad advice. That's just hilarious that they would say to a kid that.
Yeah, 5-year-old.
I would be pissed if I was the parent.
I bet there was a Sunday school teacher.
Yeah.
I bet the dad was furious. He's like, I'm going to let this, what's her name? And he looks at me, he's like, ooh, bikini pics.
Dude, it always comes back to that. Well, I guarantee you this was like, it's at Christmas time.
Sure.
And I know parents that have like a 3-month discipline strategy about Christmas.
What do you mean?
I mean, they're like, hey, you got to act good because Santa.
Oh, yeah.
That's just like, it's not if Santa's real or not. It's like, that's our mode of discipline for 3 months. We can ride out. All right, well, Santa.
Got to be good for Santa.
Yeah. No, do whatever you want. Stay up as late as you want. Yeah, no, eat an Uncrustable for dinner if you want, but Santa.
Yeah, he's watching.
Yeah, so if you expose that, you go, dang, now I got to discipline my kids.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. This one is 4 words. My priest is hot.
I'm going to guess that is a woman.
Yeah.
If not, then we got other issues.
Okay. All right.
What, the fact that a woman's the preacher? We got other issues.
Oh, I'm saying if that's a guy posting that, then
Yeah.
Fair.
we got a lot of problems.
My priest is hot.
Okay, so they're probably Catholic.
Yep. Catholic. And the priest, they're single.
Yeah.
Right?
Celibate.
Yep.
Wrong
They're
guy to
single.
pick.
They're single. Should be celibate.
That's fine. I got no problem with this.
Yeah, as long as you don't act on it. I guess she's saying it's a thirst trap.
No, I don't think. He's not posting thirst. They're not allowed to. They're on Instagram. Can priests have Instagram?
Okay.
Sure. No.
But,
Okay.
all right.
Yeah, they can.
So is she saying like implying it's a problem because this guy's hot and
She's saying, what's
I'm
your?
pure thoughts.
Tell us your church situation. And that's a situation for her.
Yeah, it could be a good thing.
That's a good thing. Yeah. At least she's more motivated to go to church.
Yeah.
I've been out late last Saturday night. This is what do they got to go to? Mass?
Yeah.
They got to go to mass. I don't know. Yeah. What do they call him? Priest
Yeah.
Doug? Priest Doug is hot. I'll go up there.
Father.
Father. Yeah, what am I talking about? Father Doug is hot. I'm
Yeah.
going to go chat him up. Hey, you learn something.
Yeah.
I got no problem with that. All right, last one. We got one more, Easton?
Yep.
Make it a good one.
Hold on. No. Okay. Lead pastor and my husband went for lunch. And he stuck my husband with the bill.
I love it.
That's unbelievable.
I love
dude.
it.
And should we leave the church?
Promote the pastor. What I say.
Stellar. Hey, yeah. What are you wasting my time here, brother? Yeah.
That is so funny.
Not even a split it.
So
hey,
funny.
what do you guys do? One check? And he goes,
Okay,
Wait,
let me ask you this.
okay, go.
Your dad was a pastor, right?
Yep.
I assume congregation people were constantly wanting to go to lunch with him
All the time.
So he can't afford on a pastor's salary to pay everyone's meal.
Yeah, I think it's supposed to be on the church. They have a church credit card.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
At least that's from my standpoint. That's what I'm familiar with. It's a
Okay.
church credit
All
card.
right. And still probably can't just go wild
But
on
he
it.
still has to have a budget.
Yeah, still has some budget.
Yeah, so you go, do you want to No, I'm on the pastor side. I'm on the pastor side 100 because you're like, he took the lunch.
Yeah, I want to know the situation. Who asked who to go and
Why?
all
Yeah.
that.
No, the pastor. You're asking. The pastor's not inviting people in the church to lunch.
Yeah.
They're inviting the pastor to lunch. The pastor's more important.
Yeah.
Is he not? So he goes, yeah, I'll go to lunch with you because there's 1,000 comments in here like, pastor won't go to lunch with me. Pastor won't take my phone call. Pastor wouldn't have a meeting with us because the church is too big.
Yeah.
The pastors come to lunch.
Yeah.
You can't pick up $15. You're paying the money anyway to the church.
Yeah.
He goes, well, now sticking him with it is hilarious. And they're thinking about leaving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because of Subway, like
Yeah, because of a Chili's 3 for me. We're about
Yeah,
to
yeah.
Nuts.
We had the economic downturn in the housing market in 2008. I remember going at the pastors would pay for everything and then they stopped.
Really?
Yeah, because they have to have every pastor I'm guessing has, hey, you got $100 a month.
Yeah.
You got Maybe it was the 28th of the month. He goes, hey,
Yeah.
you got it. Now,
See
not
me
paying
in
for
3 days.
Not paying for your own is crazy. He's like, you need to meet right now. You can meet at the first of the month, and I can pay for it.
Yeah. That's so funny.
Yeah,
I'd like to
wrong
know
time.
what that meal was.
And what? Yeah, how much was the bill? And did they leave the church? And if he left the church for that, hey, God told me, brother. That is hilarious, man.
it is,
Well,
man.
you know, we need to for those of you the questions we answer, we need to let us know how it resolved,
Yep.
and if you took our advice.
Yeah, I feel like we berated most of them.
Yeah, well, some people need to have a talking to. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. You got any tour dates coming up? Where should people find you?
Yeah. Let's see here. When does this come out?
Well, I don't know.
This will come out
Monday.
no,
Next
it'll
week?
Come out, yeah, next
Okay.
Wednesday it drops.
Yeah.
13th.
August 17th, I'm at Levity Live in Huntsville, Alabama.
Oh yeah, come down there.
August 31st, Zany, Chicago. September 5th, Commonwealth Comedy Club in Cincinnati. September 7th,
Oh, did you
Helium,
go to Goshen?
Indianapolis. Yeah.
That's where my family's from.
Seriously?
Yeah, I grew up going to Thanksgiving in
Amish?
Goshen. Yeah, every Thanksgiving. My
Yeah.
family,
Yeah.
they're from Goshen.
Wow, that's crazy. That's where the lady told me about Carrie Job.
Oh yeah, well I sent one of my aunts out there to tell you. That's right. I'm just kidding.
I had a great time.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. It's God's country.
Yeah.
Should talk about Elkhart. Elkhart County Fair is the second biggest in the second biggest county fair in the nation. Elkhart County is where Goshen is.
Really?
Yeah, you should have learned that. You should have had some crowd work.
Well, I stayed in Elkhart. There's
Yeah.
a town also.
Yeah, Elkhart's huge.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
Tasty Freeze there. It's where I met my first
I
girlfriend.
mean, yeah, sure, it was a little weird.
Net positive. We'll see you next week.
It was a positive. It was a positive. You cannot be serious. On the net, it's a positive.